Hello you guys, it is Black Anime here with another Black Anime video. I haven't made video in a little bit, so I thought it's time for me to make another video for you guys. This video, as you can see from this title, is I'm going to tell you how to become more of an anime fan. If you already like anime, you already like watching it, or you like reading manga, I'm going to tell you how to take that next step. I got a whole series kind of like this, how to get your friends in anime and all that. I'll put those videos in the link description below. I'll even probably make a playlist for this because I think I want to start a series like this. So we got the first step is how to get into anime. There's already a video on that. Go check it out if you haven't. And then there's another step, and this is the next step. Now you're into anime. How to become a bigger fan of anime. So there's lots of options with this. But the one I'm gonna take with you guys is probably the best option. Expos. So, what is an expo? Or a convention? It's, how do I put it? It's a meet. It's a giant meet. Or gathering. It's a giant gathering of people who are interested in one certain thing or several things being shown at this expo. There are tons of expos. There are car expos. There are garden. There are RVs. There's guns. There's comics, there's anime, there's just expos for everything, or conventions. And Anime Expo, I feel, is the next big step for you guys. So, where can I find an expo? Most states, I would imagine, would have at least one, if not professional, made by a small group of people. There is one, my state is lucky enough to have 4 every year. We have FanX, we have Salt Lake Comic Con, we have Anime Bonsai, and then we have Anime Salt Lake. Anime Salt Lake has been gone for like 2 years now. They're saying they're hoping to have one in 2017, which is why I can carry either way. It's a very small expo, like I said. That's why this is the smallest one out of the ones I named off. But you look it up on the web. You go to any anime forums or anything like that on Facebook that's specific to your state. Or you just type in, does my state have an anime expo here? And then there's always the option of traveling to expos. There are tons of expos out there. And it really depends on how far you're willing to go and how much money you're willing to spend. I highly suggest starting, like you guys might be wondering, my bad, where to start. I've told you there's expos everywhere. You could probably find one in any state. But now you want to know what is the best choice for an expo. How do you choose one? Well, for beginner, if you've never been to an expo, and when I say expo, I'm specifically talking about Anime Expo this time, they can get kind of hectic. There are some rules that need to be done with expos, unspoken rules, but they're obviously common rules. I'll go back into that later on. But how to choose one? Do I go for one that lots of people say are good? Do I go for one that hasn't been really heard of, or do I go to a smaller one? For a first one, I would suggest a smaller one, if not a medium level one. Mainly because, like I said, they're very, very hectic. Like, I wouldn't say, my first expo is going to be Anime Expo AX, the biggest expo in the US. I went there after going to 3 different expos beforehand, smaller expos, and then I went there, and I was just kind of like, holy shit, it's really overwhelming. There's a lot happening. But now I've been there, I've been going there since 2013, so 3 times now. No, 13, 14, 15, 4 times. 4 times. I've been there 4 times now, and wow, now I've got control on what an expo really is and how to handle it. And I suggest a smaller one that's in town, mainly for convenience for you. And this isn't, I'm not going to send someone who's never been to an expo who wants to find a way to gain anime to a different state to experience the greatest expo. Because at that point, you're not that big of an anime fan, you're not that big into expos, you're not going to understand lots of the characters you see. And you still won't, even afterwards. I've been an anime fan for years. I'm watching 22 anime series a season on top of a ton of older ones. I buy it and all that, and I still don't understand every cosplayer I see. But I understand a handful of them, and it really helps and really opens up my eyes to the experience. Now, why do I choose expos? Or what is an expo? Or not what? Why do I choose expo for this next step? Well, the reason I choose expo for this next step is because I feel like it's a really good eye opener. You know, you start watching it and you're like, this is cool, this is cool, this is good. I like this one, I don't like this show. Or, you know, and then you're like, now what, kind of, you know? You're like, do I just continue watching this stuff for the rest of my life? Or is there more things to this anime and manga stuff? You go to an expo, you see people cosplay, you see people buying and trading goods, you see people you meet voice actors, you get a better connection of everything. It's amazing. Expos are outstanding. The people you meet. You think, when you're watching anime, you think, am I alone? Right? First time you first get into anime, first time any of us were watching anime, we probably wanted to keep it a secret. It's a pretty nerdy thing, and you will get frowned upon for it. In this world, at least. In most places, most people I know hate it, and I have some people who made fun of me for watching it. But you go to an expo, and then you realize you're actually not alone. There's a ton of people who are into it. There are tons of people who are way more into it than you are. And it kind of raises you up. Point proven with my girlfriend. She's not really into anime anymore, but whenever expos come around, we just got, like I said, back in July, we went to AX. She went with me. Her curiosity with anime rose a ton. She started watching more. She started reading more. And that's what expos will do for you. You know, you go and your interest will peak. You'll be like, oh my gosh, I want to see where this person cosplayed this from, or what cosplay this is from. I want to take pictures with this guy. I want to buy this figure. I want to buy these box sets. I want to buy these mangas or posters and get autographs from this guy, or get this plushie, or get this piece of artwork. You want to do so much when you're at Expo, and then by the time the Expo is over, you realize there's a lot you can still do with anime. People think it's just kind of a watch it or read it deal, but there's a lot. You could make it, you could cosplay it, you could collect it, whether it be DVDs, mangas, figures, or anything else like that. You could become way more into it. You could figure out where it's come from. You could study the anime itself. You could look into the studios. You could do so much with anime. And people don't really understand that. And that's why I say expos are the second step for you. You know, you got getting into anime, and then now you're into it somewhat. You go to an expo, you're going to get way more into it. Now, guys, that's the video. Now, lots of you may be asking, what do I do after the expo, though? And I get home, and then what? Well, then your hobby and peak and interests have grown. You go to an expo, I guarantee you will ask at least one person at that expo, what's this cosplay from? You might come home with a manga, or you might come home with an anime box set or Blu-ray or something. You might come home with a figure, might come home with a poster and realize there's something else for you now. New hobby, not just anime, now it's collecting. So, next step to do that I want to talk about in this step series is how to stay into anime. Once again, you guys, thank you for watching this video. Please like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you guys think of this series. If you like it, give me a thumbs up. Comment below. Tell me what you think. The moment this video gets 10 likes, I will upload another video for this series. Like I said, the next part's going to be talking about how to stay in the anime. I will upload that next week, a week from this one, so on the 8th. So please, like I said, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Once again, thank you for watching Black Anime.